Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Hot Tips. Today is Tuesday, February 20th, 2024, 4:02 p.m. Eastern China Time, 3:02 a.m. New York Standard Time, and 8:02 a.m. in London. Today I'm going to be day trading the Euro USD Forex and the Euro US and the Euro futures. I'm going to get started by looking at the economic calendar. I want to just look for any high impact news in the Eurozone or the US dollar so I can avoid trading 5 minutes before and a few minutes after the open. So let's scroll down on the economic calendar and just double check. There's some low impact news, not anything that should be conflicting with my trading during my hour and a half. Perfect. Now let's get onto the charts. I want to make sure that my y-axis is always orientated. Price has been moving about 62 pips for the 10-week average. Just want to make sure that it's always orientated so I can see the current volatility of the day. Your chart is too zoomed in. It may look like there's a lot of activity when there's really not. So that's all I'm doing right now. Now I want to read the pre-market context just to see what's been going on in the past couple of hours leading into the session. Give me a moment. I'll read along with you. Looks pretty rangy to me. Small waves. I would say kind of choppy as well. Markets are usually choppy in the Euro. Okay. And it looks like low movement. Let me just see how much it's been moving in the past hour and 2 hours, and then I'm gonna get started on my active trading. Grab the measurement tool and go from the high to the low in the past couple hours. See it's 7.9 pips in the past hour, a little bit too low of movement for me right now. In the past 2 hours, it's been about 8.7 pips, so I can't really do any active trading just yet, but it's good to note. So I'm gonna write this down now. Okay, and what this helps is, this helps me with being either more conservative or aggressive, risk on, risk off type of trading for the session. It also helps me determine my exit time. I do trade a little bit longer on higher volatility, larger movement days, and I stop trading a little bit earlier on lower movement conditions. So today we do have like a lower movement rangy edition. I know this context. I trade it all the time. It's during London session. There's not too much news as of lately. Some times of the year and some years, the euro may have a lot of economic high impact releases. But as of lately, the past year, actually, it's been very flat in the Euro USD. Lack of announcements and just a lack of volatility, just causing the pair to move more sideways than normal. So I'm going to trade for about an hour and a half. I'm going to mark this off on my chart just a moment. All right. So everything is all set up and orientated. I'm going to copy and paste this pre-market context to my futures chart so you can see the difference between the futures and the euro dollar. One thing you may notice about the futures chart is that the price movement moves in 5 pip increments, and it is a little bit more delayed on the trading view by about 10 minutes because of the data package. I'm using the free data package on trading view. So my Forex charts on this one may be a little bit more ahead of my charts. This one, as you can see, this bar is just moving on up, while this one has already gone up. So that is a major difference. I'm still trading in real time. It's just that this one is delayed by 5 seconds. It's free package. So that's what I have to work with. We'll show y'all my futures broker. Maybe once I can clear up some of my interface on my personal application. Just started using futures, so I'm getting familiar with the platform. I'm going to be using NinjaTrader from now on. And like I said, I'm just getting familiar with it, so it's a little bit of a novice rookie at that platform. So give me a little while, a couple weeks, and it should be up and running on that broker. Well, now I'm going to just show y'all my trading view, and yeah, we're going to get ready. I'm going to pretty much do the same notes on my futures. As you may notice that futures charts, it does move a little bit different. There's a lot less wicks, and price bars are a lot more solid. What that means is there's less manipulation, and usually if I do see a pattern, it's more of a better confirmation for me because I'm seeing price moving 0.5 pip increments. So it's more of a exact. We're using one exchange, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, CME Group. See right here. And we're using different brokers. And is what I'm using now. Euro dollar has a lot of different liquidity providers. So I have to just use the best one I can find for Forex. And I like Orlando. They have pretty good liquidity. Right here, you may look at the futures and there's one provider. Everyone uses the same one. And clearinghouse. So once I see price move above the minimum requirements, then I'm going to start trading. Until then, I'm going to just sit on my hands. I may pause the video because I don't want y'all sitting through the chop and the low movement with me because I literally am not going to do anything for the next quite a while, because it may be like this for the next 30 minutes, the next hour, maybe the whole session. But I don't want to waste film time and kill your attention span by recording nothing and just be talking trade. I am looking for trades though, and when I do see enough movement, I'll start resuming the video. Just I can't do nothing with that, y'all. 7.9 pips. It's really nothing going on. So it was dead markets yesterday. It was a big holiday in the U.S., but the euro was still moving. It's not a big holiday there, so it was okay to trade London, but it was just no activity. You go onto my Twitter or my IG. I did post it on my Twitter. I have more updates on that, but you'll actually be able to see that I did not take a trade yesterday. I show all my charts, same way I'm recording it. I mark it up, have my notes for the public to view. As of right now, there's nothing going on, so I'm going to pause the video now, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back, everybody. Whew. Been quite a session. Y'all can see towards the end of my session, we're finally expanding into that minimum of 15 pip range. Past hour, it's finally expanded to 10 pips, and now we're hitting that 15 pips for the 2 hour minimum. I'm gonna show y'all right here. A moment. Past hour, been over 13 pips. Wonderful. And we have 16 pips in the past couple of hours, which is just enough, a little more than enough. And that's my basic minimum requirements. While I wait for setup, I want to just explain what I see right now and why I do what I do. So the first thing I want to share is that when you have movement that is too small and the waves are not big enough, there's not enough activity in each wave for price action to play out accordingly. And therefore, a lot of setups will fail. And it doesn't matter what type of strategy you may trade, it may actually has a higher failure rate and a lower movement. So that's why I avoid movement that is too small. And as you can see in the past hour, it hasn't done anything. It's just, look, see that? Sideways grinding movement. It didn't do anything. So all of my patterns and my setups, if you're a student of mine, you may be able to identify a few type of trades that I do take. It just wouldn't go anywhere and most of it would fail. There's a northbound breakout pattern. There is show y'all right now while I wait. Little resistance right here. Price broke out, pulled back, and there was a continuation there that failed. So if I were to take that trade, I would actually take a loss because the movement is too low. Eventually though, the market made its way on up, but I call this type of behavior drift. So the market didn't just move up in a clean pattern, it drifted. And you can't really trade drift because once again, the movement is too low. So as of right now, we have plenty of movement. It's actually expanding, a very nice large uptrend. I may or may not trade this uptrend depending on what we get for the pullback continuation. So we are at new daily highs. It's a very strong bullish uptrend. There's no high impact news, so it could be any reason why this is happening, but the fundamentals don't really matter to me as long as it's not marked up on my chart as high impact news. But I'm gonna basically investigate this trend that's currently happening right now, and I'm gonna make my decision on whether or not I want to trade it. So pull out the measurement tool and just see how far this has gone so far. About 6.5 pips. So depending on this pullback breakout, I may enter the trade. And if I do say I'm going to get in the trade and then I pause the video, it's because I'm switching over to my broker platform to actually execute the order. And then I'm going to get back to y'all in the live video and show y'all what's going on and then the aftermath. So 6.5 pips is what we have so far. I'm going to just continue to wait. And if I do see a trigger happening, I'm going to let y'all know. Just bear with me. Listen, post up. Also show y'all the futures. Remember, it's a 10-minute delay on the futures on TradingView. On my NinjaTrader platform, it's actually faster, way faster. It's right on time. But once again, this is a free package of TradingView. So unfortunately, can't see it in this video. That's why I'm showing the Forex chart. Had some tea and warm fluids can always a little congestion sometimes. Iron up the immune system. It was ironic, right towards the end of my session is actually doing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand my duration of my day by about 15 minutes. Whenever I see that the market is starting to move better and cleaner right before the end of my session, I do a little bit of an overtime just because. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So we have 43 seconds on this current potential pullback bar. So this pullback bar is not even a pip. If we do get a nice solid trigger, it has to go above the most recent bar and the last bar for me to take the trade and stay within means. I will be getting in. I'm gonna pause this because I'm gonna get ready for my potential trade, and I'll let y'all know in just a moment if I get in, if it goes above. So hold on. So I'm not getting into this long. I actually just was watching it tick by tick. I have to have a lot of focus before I trigger a trade. And the past 3 minutes just been a little bit too sideways for me. So I actually stood out of that movement. And right now I'm just waiting, and I'm gonna just stay waiting because I don't like the setup. I don't like the fact that it's taking so much bars to trigger. And it's a little bit too much of a hesitation for me to actually take the trade. So let's turn this music down. So that's why we're gonna watch it and we're gonna see it potentially move on down. And if I were in that trade, I would have about a 2.5 pip stop loss. So I'm glad I didn't take that position. It just was not favorable. Maybe we see something else, but I skipped it, y'all. It's just been low movement all day, and then we had like it just failed right now. So we had a false trigger, and market still isn't going anywhere. And so those are major red flags, and that's why I take a little bit more of a conservative, passive approach when I am trading in lower movement. As of right now, I don't have a setup, and I'm not looking into any. So I'm gonna continue to wait. I don't know how, apologies for that. I don't know how much longer I may have to wait, but I did expand my session for about 15 minutes. A couple scenarios that I'm looking for, it may not happen, but I am looking for these scenarios is we may push up to new highs, so slightly higher highs, and then we reverse and create a reversal pattern back into the daily range. That's one scenario that I may be looking for. Or we can break out higher, make another strong move up for a large wave once again, and then I may be triggered into a buy order there. So I'm gonna just wait, and I'll update y'all shortly when I do have further confirmation. So far, no trades. I'm still waiting, sitting on my hands, but we may see some action shortly. Also, I just want to highlight the importance of this bar happening right now. You may be wondering, hey, Baha, why aren't you buying it yet? But I don't chase trades, and if I buy it right now, I'm chasing this. Price already shown me that it's failed to move on up. This is not a valid DP pattern for me because we did create new swing highs. I mean, I just got a long in, a little bit delayed. For a moment, I'll show y'all what happened. Good stop loss. I'm a little late, so I'm going for 5 big target. A little under 2 but I wanted to compensate for it. Go for 5 for now, and then I'm gonna just follow up. So I'm gonna go on to my platform now. Or if it's stop loss, I'm gonna go for at least 5. But this previous wave size, getting wave. Has been 7 pips. I can go for up to 6-ish because I'm about a couple pips late. Maybe go for a little less. I'll let y'all know in just a moment where I close. But I did have a slightly wider stop loss because I do need to compensate for my exit and my entry, and I still need to respect my parameters. So I am in this trade officially, and I'm gonna screenshot the position so y'all can see the real time trade. And I'll show y'all that and later on in the video before I'm finished. But this is maybe my one trade of the day. I don't know if it's going to be a winner, but it does follow my criteria. This is called a DP pattern, which is a second chance entry. The original entry didn't work out. I did not take the original entry because I already seen the red flags, but all my other criteria was met. So I'm gonna pause the video so I can modify my positions in real time on my broker, because I do trail my stops aggressively and conservatively based off of price movement on that platform. It's ticking right now. I'll be right back. Update y'all, I'm still in this trade. I'm going for a 5.3 pips. We're still active, just moving sideways. I gotta go back to my broker though. I just wanna show y'all I'm still in the trade in real time. Just wanna update y'all. Be right back. And here we go. Showing y'all we are on our way up. I am now above break even on this trade, currently in the money. Everything is done in real time. Updates. I did trigger what I did. I showed y'all what my stop loss would be. So you can actually see I am in a trade, and I will show you the aftermath post-trade where you can see my orders that were executed in real time on my broker in the end. And I could reduce my screen size and hide my account number and my information. But we're gonna watch this. I'll update y'all shortly. No guarantees, but I'm gonna trail my stop loss now so I can reduce, and I'll show y'all in just a moment when I do it on my broker. I'm actually gonna trail my stop loss right about here. Here we go. Right around here. So I'm gonna trail it right now. My stop loss is officially trailed, and that prevents any type of like reaction against my position. I'm gonna get ready to close out soon. This may be my one trade of the day. I'm gonna look to expand targets if I do see further action, but more than likely I'm gonna close it out shortly. Give me a moment and I'll explain to you the entire trade once I close it. I need to be on my toes right now. Hold on. Okay, so I closed out the trade officially. A little shy of my profit target, as you can see. I'm gonna show y'all the post trade so you can actually see I was in this trade in just a moment. But I wanted to just share, I was a little off focus because, not blaming y'all, but I was recording. I got into this trade a little bit late, but I need to just refine my order parameters. I need to check my broker, make sure that the entry and exit is as it is so I can post it on the trading view. In just a moment, I'm going to show y'all what my actual P&L is for the day. So just give me a moment while I check on that. Just want to update y'all. So I did close the trade out prematurely. I seen price was pretty much, it went against one of pullback got a little too deep and I did close out a little early. Unfortunately, I did miss this profit right here, but I caught a winner, y'all. And it was at least 1 R. But I need to just check and see exactly when I got into this trade. So just give me a moment. Look at that. 1 and done. Y'all still see it. Hold up. Okay, so I did do my calculation, and my entry was a little bit earlier. So like I said, I actually got a better reward to risk. It was 1.12 R. So right here, I'm going to post my results. So plus 1.12 R, and I'm going to consider this a TC North. That was the trade pattern I traded, so TC North. And that's it, y'all. 1 and done. I'm finished for the day because it's overtime now. I could still trade, possibly. I'm looking for a potential reversal to the downside now. But as of right now, I am going into overtime. I'm pushing it if I continue trading. If it was meant to be, if this context happened earlier in the session, like all the way back here, I'd still continue trading. But I do have to respect my daily limits. My daily limits say that once you trade past your specified time limit, don't continue trading because it's discipline. It's respecting my system parameters, and it keeps my results constant throughout my journey. So I'm done for the day. I collected 1.12 R in front of y'all. It could have been 2 R. It could have been even more, 2.5 maybe, if I got in a little earlier, but I was a little distracted. I was busy recording, and my focus isn't 100% on point right now. And this is my first trade of the week. I did not trade yesterday. You can see my results before, but I did trade today. You do see the results. Everything is clean, it's clear. And also yesterday I was recording a session with a student. And so we were doing live trading, and I was actually commentating price in front of them. So I didn't record yesterday, but I want to get more frequent recordings down, which is why I started doing this again. But it is a little bit of a distraction, so that's why I kind of mentioned that, I need to focus some days, so I don't record every day. And until I get like real proficient at my trading, this is how it's going to be. So as of right now, I'm going to just end this video recording, and I'm going to go onto my platform, and I'm going to show y'all the exact trade that I took. You're going to see the arrows, you're going to see the entry and exit. That's proof that I did execute the trade in real time. So let me close this up, and I'll be right back. Hello, everybody. I'm back. And I just want to show y'all that I did trade. I did take those trades as I said on the trading view. So I like to show proof. I know most of y'all that are already watching my videos believe me because I'm very transparent. And this is just for those of you newcomers, just so you can see I really do trade. I really do say exactly what I say. And if I take a loss, I'm honest and transparent. I'll tell y'all if I lose. And if I take a win, I'll show y'all that I win. I'm so used to winning and losing and being consistent, I can actually just be real with y'all. So there's no lies, there's no covering things up. Here we go. You just see this blue arrow. That means I bought it. I bought it at that price. And there's a little line right there showing you the duration of the trade. And the red line means that I sold it right at that bar, exactly as I said on the trading view. So you can actually see, and I'm going to flip back over the trading view so you can see that chart, and you can compare the two and see that I got in and I got out exactly as I stated. But this is proof. Just wanted to show y'all. Let's get onto the trading view. Okay, so here's my recording area. I just had to adjust my screen. But yeah, same exact. See, entry, there's a line, like trading view, and exit. I would have collected 1.82 R had I held it, but I do have my own rules and specifications when it comes to trades. I could have had a conservative exit in which I wouldn't mind have had it, but because I had a late entry, I was a little bit more hesitant to hold through. If I did get in on time, realistically, I would love to have gotten right around here, 1.07885. Right when price bar kind of captured that high, I was going to enter a long, but I was a little late. The problem was that I was recording and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, wait, I skipped the original long, which would have been a loss, but my second chance entry was activated. So it's good that I skipped that first trade because it would have been a 1R loss. And I would still be continuing to trade because emotions are not in the picture. And I would have took that second trade, which would have been a 1.12R win anyways. But that would have brought my P&L for the day to 0.12R. Because I did skip the trade, I was a little distracted, but I'm glad that I did skip it because that's showing improvement in my own trading. Maybe a few weeks ago, I would take that trade because I did not know of the ticks. And, you know, on low movement day, there's a lot of fake outs. I call them pump fakes. Sometimes you're going to see it on my charts when I mark these notes up later. And yeah, that's what happened. But I'm going to show y'all the Twitter page, the post after this video. I'm going to make the post on my Twitter, and I'm going to show y'all the link is going to be below in my description box on this video to that post. So you can see the post result of the trade, and you can see that everything that I've done live in front of you was actually what I did. Now you can see my limits over and market is just kind of dried up. I could take a short because I do see that price is going back to the downside and it's weakening in momentum, but I'm a little exhausted for the day. And one more thing, I just wanted to measure this. I want to see the highs of this. The highs of this is 79.48 and this high right here is 79.49. So yeah, we have a potential round RT reversal pattern to the lows right now, but I don't really like it because let's just look at this. I always measure. Measurement tool is one of my most critical, important tools I use. Nope, I wouldn't take it because, you know, a 5-pip target is below these lows. And, you know, for me, if I'm getting triggered in and I have a 5-pip target below a significant area, I don't want to take it. The next significant low is going to be way out here. And that's way too far away. I have parameters, I have rules. My rules, I call them guidelines because guidelines can be changed, rules are fixed. But I call them my guidelines because I've done so much back testing and forward testing in my off hours. And I'm gonna post an article shortly and you're gonna be able to see, but I literally go through every single bar on all my trades in the past month. And I go over those and I look for flaws and I look at ways to fine tune my approach. And that's what I do for every single one of my trades, every single one of my trading days. If I trade for an hour and a half, I go over not the past 90 something bars. If I trade for an hour, I go over the past 60 bars. Like, that's literally how I trade. If I trade for 2 hours, I go over the past 120 bars. And I look at every single detail in the bars. So that's how I have these parameters when I say, oh, I'm not taking this trade. That's how you have to trade that's how you have to study, back test, and work if you want to be successful. This is not something that comes easy. It's something that comes after years and years of hard work and putting in the grind, putting in the effort. It took me 18 months to become the scalper I am now. I was not trading off the 1 minute chart scalping 18 months ago. But day one, I was terrible. I was like all over the place. And by month 18, there I am able to record in front of y'all, show y'all exactly where I'm getting in, where I'm getting out, my exact transparency. And hopefully those of you that made it to the end of this video, I try to shorten it, that's why I paused it. But those of you that made it to the end of this video, you can actually see the real-time trading. That's why I say it's real time. I do it in front of you in real time. Live trading, sometimes the vocabulary in the markets may be a little skewed, so people may say they're live trading, but what they're really doing is just trading off of a live account, yes, but they're not really trading like the way I show y'all. So there's a big difference. But long story short, y'all, I'm over this. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and I appreciate you all for being able to see everything in transparency. Again, this is the Euro USD chart that I just trade on. You can see I did execute those orders as said. It took a lot of patience. Sometimes that's how the market works. You may not be able to get everything, every trade, but it's all about the best quality trades at the end of the day. It takes one trade a day to make a living. If you could risk 1R for 2R, you're making 2 times your risk. And if your risk is enough to make a living, then you do that over and over again, become consistent. All it takes is one trade a day. Some days you don't trade, but you preserve capital. If I traded in yesterday's conditions and took a loss, I wouldn't have that capital to risk today, or I would have less capital to risk today. Because I'm conservative, on days like this, I save my money. I save my money through all of this chop in front of you, all of that sideways BS movement, and I only took the best quality once we started seeing an expansion in the markets. And I believe, the best trade of the day, because where else did you see a good setup besides this? You know, my trades, there was no other best setup, especially when the market was not in good movement. So here we go. It's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoy. I appreciate y'all that tune in every week to watch my videos and that support me. I do this for myself, for my own notes, but I also do this for y'all because I could keep this all to myself, but I do like to share and show people that are inspired the real journey. And that's it. So y'all have a great week, and I'll follow with y'all later. Peace.